FuelCell Energy, Sunworks, and Plug Power stocks update. So in this video, we will try to bring an update to some of the stocks we just mentioned now. So currently in the pre-market of the 7th of January 2021, we can see that FuelCell Energy closed at $12.30. In the previous session, that is the session of the 6th of December of January 2021, it is currently up now to $13.85. So I would assume that that is more than a 10% increase. So let's have a look down here and see what's going on. Of late, it has it reached this all-time high of $13.36. Okay, and we have even surpassed that with what's going on in the pre-market right now. So, but it has since pulled back, below its 10-day trend line. So before we finish that, let's digest what's available technically for FuelCell Energy. So as FuelCell Energy appears to be correcting within a longer-term bullish trend. Okay. Yes, this is the longer term. In the longer term, we'll be looking at this 200-day trend line. So it's no longer correcting. Okay. Well, if you want to sum it up, you might say yes, it is correcting, but all in all, now as it stands, it's not really correcting anymore. It's has had enough and is moving up now. Although its MACD is presently below the signal line, shares remain 255.7% above an upward sloping 200-day moving average. Okay, and it's outperforming the S&P 500. Yes, so definitely we can see that it is way above its 200-day trend line. So it says over there it's 255%. It could be more now, so probably 260% or thereabout. So momentum for FuelCell is strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is rising as investors pay higher prices for shares. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. Okay, so let's return to that momentum again. We can see, yes, it's momentum is rising. Okay, strongly bullish. Okay, even though it could be, with going by the recent pullback it has lost some of that momentum. The price rate of change at some point was up to 304 or thereabout. Currently now it is at 51.1. So obviously the price rate of change is related to momentum. That's why we are referring that to associating that with momentum. So what else do we have here? We have a short interest of 10.76%. This is as at the middle of December 2020. It may have changed now, and it should take about going by what has been happening, it's just going to take roughly less than a year to cover all of those short interests. So it's very large. So going by all that is going on in the market, we have a Biden administration now confirmed, and the drive to go green and all that stuff, and the fact that FuelCell is also doing their best. They have they have been active in this space for some years now, even though some analysts think they are drawing on sympathy from Plug Power. That when compared with Plug Power, they don't see Plug Power FuelCell as even a company that has a product, but it has a service. It has it's demonstrated that this has a product and all that stuff. So, but in any case, though, they have it that it is drawing sympathy from Plug Power. Another stock we're going to cover in this video. So given all that it's surrounding the fundamentals of this stock of this company, Green Drive, it's already in the space, not a startup, it's already there. And also given this 10.76% skepticism, we would say yes, it's in the long run, FuelCell is a good stock to buy, as we have indicated before. But going by what is going on presently, this volatility that's occurring, this spike in price, it's not the time to buy, So, but the stock itself has presented itself, has demonstrated that it's a stock. It can pull back. You can see this recent pullbacks, especially this one below. This occurred as early as this year, the 4th of January. It pulled back below its 10-day trend line. So I would say just hold on, don't be in a hurry, be patient, wait for it to pull back again. The shorts are there. They will continue to short the stock. So wait for it to pull back before you buy. I wouldn't say it's currently a buy. Now, if you're going to buy it now, then do so, but let it be for the long run. If you want to make money, if you want to day trade it, it's not. I wouldn't recommend that you do so. Going by what's going on right now. So we'll quickly have a look at Sunworks. So we can also see that Sunworks is also up in the pre-market, even more than 10% as well, more than 10%. So, and the volume is gradually rising, even though it's currently below average of 166.5%. Most people are currently sleeping at the moment, so they wouldn't be. Everybody's the usual market participants are probably not there yet. So it has a market cap of $78.2 million. Definitely a very micro cap. And shares outstanding is 16.62 million. And percentage of shares outstanding is 6.28. That is the shares sold short, 6.28%. It could also be different as well. So technically, Sunworks appears to be in a strong bullish trend. Yes, you can see that. Its 200-day moving average upward sloping, and the MACD histogram is above zero. Comparative relative strength analysis shows that the issue is outperforming the S&P 500 index. So momentum for Sunworks, as measured by the 14-period slow stochastic oscillator, is waning. Okay. So we can see that here. We can definitely see that it's currently at 26.6. It's it could be more. We can see what it was like as recent as September. Not so recent as such. At 577.6. So relative to that, we can say yes, it's not. It could be more. This means that investors are less aggressive in the recent purchases and may even be taking profits in positions bought at lower prices. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. Okay, you can see the volume over there. It's slightly, gradually trying to spike up. It has already spiked up, and but it's still definitely in the upper half of the relative strength spectrum. So we can see that it has had. It's also a stock that gradually, of late, it's been. It has gaps. That's a gap, and then when those occur, they tend to also be pulled back. They probably either shorted or people gradual sell off and all that stuff. But there's a good chance that it's the work of short participants. People who are placing short bets on it. So we can see here that's also another case of a very sharp spike. This is the 4th of January, and then it wasn't it didn't occur in one session. It occurred in two sessions. So since the 4th of January has been rising, and also including today, the 7th of January, it's been rising. So definitely Sunworks is also one of the EV stocks, one of the renewable energy stocks, and it's of interest to a lot of people, a lot of market participants. It's probably what has got your interest as well. So going by the volatility that's occurring now, going by the spike in price that is occurred now, you can see in the pre-market, it's up more than 10%. I would also not say that it is a buy at the moment. We can evidently see that it does pull back. You can see here as at the 4th of January, it pulled back. Okay, at the 4th of January, it was trading below its 10-day trend line and just slightly above its 20-day trend line. Both short-term trend lines, and since that time has continued to rise, and probably that is what certain market participants saw and took advantage of. So don't be in a hurry, just be patient, and it might occur again. And the good thing about it is that Sunworks is a lot more affordable than FuelCell and probably Plug Power. So I wouldn't recommend it as a buy at the moment now if you want to day trade. So if you want it for the long term, just hold on for a pullback. There's a good chance that it will occur. There are a lot of skeptics out there who are betting against some of these renewable stocks. The reason they are betting against them is probably not just because they are skeptics, about the fundamentals. They are skeptics because a lot of us are going in one direction. We're going in the positive direction. So they are there to take advantage of what's going on now. Okay. So the next equity will be Plug Power. So Plug Power is also up in the pre-markets, more than 10% as well. Currently has a volume of 489.1 thousand, 0.1 thousand, which is currently below average. Yes, it will be below average probably because it's just early days for the stock at the moment. The market participants who are the most active are probably asleep in the US at the moment. So you can see that is you can see it's a mid cap of $14.2 billion and has 442 million shares outstanding. 51% of them are held by institutions, and it has a short interest of 14.32%, which is very good. It's good to balance things out with skepticism, so we don't all delude ourselves. There's always good balance. It's always good to have that skepticism, because fundamentally also that skepticism comes with money. It is a skepticism that is money, as against all the ones that are just verbal. Plug Power appears to be correcting within a longer-term bullish trend, although its MACD is presently below the signal line. Shares remain 172.2% above an upward sloping moving 200-day moving average. Okay, the issue is outperforming the S&P 500. Okay, so you can see most certainly the 200-day moving average is upward sloping. We can see that. That's this yellow line down here, yellow curve down here. So momentum for Plug Power as measured by the 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is waning. This means that investors are less aggressive in their recent purchases and may even be taking profits in positions bought at lower prices. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. Okay, so let's review again what the momentum is measured. Okay, is waning. Okay, yes, it's not. This is the best picture, the best indicator of what the momentum is, which is the price rate of change. You can see that it is waning. It's definitely tipping over, but it's been of sinusoidal of late as well. In this pretty much in the last year, it's been up and down. It's very much cyclic. And for now it is currently waning. So and the volume also is trying to spike up as well. So for some market participants, that might present a buying opportunity for them, but going by this, the current 10% increase it has had at the moment, and also the fact that as recent as since the 5th of January, which is about 2 days ago, it has been rising. So, and also keep, if you include today as well, it's been rising. So I wouldn't say it's a buy at the moment. It's currently slightly overvalued in relative terms. By that I mean you can see that it's trading higher than its short-term trend line. So if you want that as a reference, you can see that yes, it's the average is it's trading above its average. So I shouldn't start buying it at this expensive price. I should buy it as something below its average or at the average. So I wouldn't say Plug Power is a buy at the moment for those who want to join in. It is definitely a buy, ultimately. But if you want to go in without, regardless of whether it is below the average or not, by all means do so. It is definitely moving up. The administration in the US now would definitely favor stocks like Plug Power and they're like, and so buy it, keep it for the future. Don't buy it and sell. Buy it and keep it, and don't come back and see what's going on and all that. In any case, you can always come back and see what's going on, but I recommend that you buy it and keep it for the future and see how it goes. So, but if you want to trade it, some of these equities I've covered now on a daily basis, as a short trader or short trading or scalping, yes, by all means. But the basic trick is just let it cool down, let it pull back below the average, the short-term averages, or indeed even the intermediate average, which would be something like the 50-day moving average, before you jump in. So that's the way I would recommend that you go about it. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, subscribe, like, and share. If you're already a subscriber, thank you very much for watching this video.